Hi, welcome to Bar Cart Bookshelf, a video series about books and the drinks they inspire. My name is Elias, and today we're talking about The Deading by Nicholas Belardes. Our Halloween horror continues with The Deading, a near-future eco-horror set in the West Coast, out in Central California, in the Bay Area, a little bit south of the Bay Area proper, and in a small coastal community that finds itself in the grip of a strange psychogenic illness. There are mysterious snails, there are cults that are related to this sort of titular deading, this mimetic disease, similar to, if you'll recall, the Grimace shakes of yesteryear. This idea of performatively pretending to be dead and coming back alive, and then that being expanded out into this strange and speculative space. It's a claustrophobic, kaleidoscopic novel that's looking from a bunch of different perspectives, that's drawing you in, trapped in this community. It's like this near-future paranoia vibe, and then this intense literary quality that I think we've all really come to expect from the publisher Erewhon Books. They do some really great books that always have that extra something and that extra bit of a touch of poetry. I think there's a real dreamlike and poetical quality to the prose in The Deading. And like some of the other books that we've discussed this year, like for example, Daughter of Calamity, it has a real specificity of knowledge, where Daughter of Calamity is drawing on the author's experience as a dancer. The Deading is drawing on the author's experience as a birder. This was sort of very new to me, and an insight into a community that I'm not really a part of. I really love when you get that sort of specificity of experience, something that shows a real depth of knowledge and passion, and the ways in which our hobbies and communities can intersect with larger issues and with the speculative elements as well. It's exploring elements of racism and xenophobia in birding communities as much as it is the sort of terror and frustration of this more speculative horror element as well. And then there are like snails and birds and sea creatures and toxic waste and aliens and cults and faceless drones and AIs, and just a lot going on there, while retaining this strong eco-fiction focus and this strong eco-horror focus. Really was a thoughtful and poignant sort of book, one that you linger with, even as it moves at a very quick clip and sort of washes over you. It's like the tide. It goes in, it comes out. It goes out, it comes in. There we go. And so, of course, we had to have a drink. Our drink today is the Baywood, and it is a martini riff. We're going to start with a few fresh sage leaves. Just snagged these from my garden. I'm going to pop those down into my mixing glass and give them a good muddle. Just release those sorts of aromatic compounds. You're going to get that really nice, lovely herbal smell, sort of green, fresh. And we're spending time in bays, in salt marshes, along woodland paths, in swamps, that sort of thing. It's all very tied into the natural world. Oh, that smells really good. Lovely. And get our base spirit with 2 ounces of gin. I'm using the Shot Tower gin from the other coast, from Baltimore, Maryland today. It's a really nice, very juniper-forward gin. You were going to want something that's got that piney, juniper-forward quality to it for your Baywood. And we're going to get 2 ounces of our gin in there. Now for our sweeteners. It's not quite a traditional martini riff because we don't have any dry vermouth. Instead, we're going to be modifying this with some slightly sweeter ingredients. First, 3/4 of an ounce of Midori melon liqueur. It's going to bring a lovely green color and this sort of fresh quality to our drink. This sort of fruitiness, this brightness, and oh, it smells lovely. And then we're going to get our favorite ingredient for By the Sea, the seaweed syrup. This is made with infusing a simple syrup with nori sushi paper. So you get that seaweed, that briny umami quality. It's a little sweet, it's a little savory, and it tastes just like that sort of beachy, briny, salt marsh bay quality. Sometimes it's like a river, sometimes it's like the ocean. Always it's like spending time down on the water. And we're going to get 1/4 of an ounce of that because it is intense. And it does bring a lot of flavor. Perfect. Now we've got all of our ingredients in our mixing glass. And we will snag our ice down in there and give it a stir. We're going to stir for about 20 seconds or so until the ice and the liquid are at a balance, at an equilibrium there in a mixing glass. Really want all of our ingredients to blend because between the gin and the Midori we have 2 3/4 ounces of liquor in our drink, and we don't want to end up with something that's too strong. Our ice melting is diluting the cocktail and blending our ingredients, really bringing everything together, bringing in those wonderful aromatic compounds of the sage. Perfect. And there we go. Looking good. Get our julep strainer, stemmed cocktail glass, and strain. Lovely, soft, green. And there you have it. So there you have it. This is the Baywood inspired by The Deading by Nicholas Belardes. The Deading is available now. I've got a link to snag it in the description down below. A huge thank you to the publisher Erewhon Books for sending me a finished copy for review. I had a really great time with this one. It's a horror novel that has been high on my list for 2024 and one that I really did enjoy. Got links to various forms of social media, including Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky, where there is always a written version of today's recipe, and a link to snag my book, Cocktails and Consoles, 75 Cocktails and Mocktails Inspired by the Wonderful World of Video Games. Really great holiday gift item, and a book that I'm really proud of if you're interested in some of the techniques that we've discussed in today's episode. Hit that like button. It makes me so happy when you do. Comment down below if you have read The Deading, or if you have any particular favorite eco-horror that you'd like to see here on Barcart Bookshelf next. It's a subgenre that I am really interested in. Subscribe if you haven't already so that you never miss an episode. We've got some great books coming as we head into the end of the year here and to close out our Halloween spooky season next week. And so, until next time, cheers.